Alright, so let's talk about this second season of The Last of Us, which I think has been very controversial due to its source material and how it's very love or hate, with most emphasis on the hate. Now, I've got to say that this season did start off insanely well. I do think that second episode is phenomenal, just in the scale of it all. But I do have to admit that the introduction of that new thing, the Battle of Jackson, in that second episode, kind of weakens the rest of the show, as they do not mention it anymore. And I feel like that's kind of a missed opportunity, because when they had that big change, I expected it to be a little more relevant, but I guess there's no real focus on it in the game, so they wouldn't have too much to draw from. But I did like that change. And the way that they told this story, while a lot of people are not happy with the ending, I kind of am, mostly because I think I'm the most come to terms to see how this is what's going to go. And I really did kind of like not seen Caitlin Dever's Abby for so long, now getting her back in the finale, and now the setup for the next season, which if you would play the games, you already know that the next season is going to be probably all Caitlin Dever's Abby, with Ellie as this antagonist figure in it. And I'm just really excited to see how they do that part, because I think that's the harder part. Although I think the next part might actually do better, and be better, because I think Caitlin Dever just has more range than Bella Ramsey. And so I think the next part will be better, just because I think Caitlin Dever can carry more than Bella Ramsey can carry on her own, if you know what I mean. I am just a huge Caitlin Dever fan, though, so a big fan of all her work, and her in Booksmart was phenomenal. So I'm really excited for the next season, just because I want to see how they adapt it and see how they'll connect it all up, and really just intrigued by how it will be received. That's the big thing about this. I was really enjoying this, watching with a big group of people who all have their own love-hate relationship with the game, and I'm really interested to see their reactions as well, because that is one of my favorite parts about doing this type of stuff, seeing others' reactions. And so just having all these different perspectives really make it more interesting and a lot more fun and engaging. So I really enjoyed the season for what it was. I do think that story-wise, I did feel like it was a bit stretched out, honestly. I think they could have maybe shortened it, even though I don't think they could have. I think they actually did make it as short as they could. I really enjoyed episodes 2 and 6. Those were the best ones, easily. But I did also really enjoy the finale, because it sets up the next season really well, in my opinion, even though my friends, they were not happy, mostly because of their traumatic experience with the game. So I don't know what else to really say. I enjoyed this season. I do think it has its flaws, mostly in a pacing department, but I did like the changes to Dina, and I don't know what else to really say. I just really enjoy the show, but I don't have the capacity to share the issues or the really good parts. Who knows if they'll bring back Pedro Pascal? I think he'll be too busy with Marvel now to do it, but yeah. All in all, pretty good season. Not as good as the first season, but still pretty solid. And honestly, I'm just excited to see where they go from here, because apparently they're talking about making a 4th season now too, and that's where it's going to get interesting. I am just really excited to see Abby's story, because, like I said, I think Caitlin Dever is a slightly stronger actress than Bella Ramsey is, so I'm excited to see the emotional parts there and how they change up Abby's story after we saw how they changed the Ellie side. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below your thoughts and opinions, and tell me how wrong I am, because I bet I'm wrong. And subscribe if you haven't already. And other than that, I'll leave you guys to it.